This guy's the best. He's just the best. The best lower league striker in FM. I'm convinced. For f***'s sake. Welcome back to Badalona crew. We're in season 3. Is this season 3? Yeah, it's season 3. And this has happened. The board have arranged a bank loan to pay off the debt. We are now in the black. So does this mean that we don't have to rely on youth and we can sign some players? No, it doesn't. The reason is, kids, it's because it's a loan and the repayments are going to be huge. So I reckon in a few months' time we're going to be back in the red anyway. So youth it is. So catch up, here's how it's been going. The start of the season was electric. You saw the 5 goals in the one match against Levante there from Bizet, and it was pretty solid stuff from the boys. And I say boys because we have got a team of boys. We only lost 2 games in the first 15 or so. Sitting pretty in 9th position. We've won 5, we've drawn 8, and we've only lost the 2 matches. We're currently 4 points behind the playoffs, but with the team we've got, the squad we've got to be happy with that, right? Now it's early days for the boys. The 4-3-3 is working. Look at the cohesion with the team. The midfield, I love them playing with each other. The wing backs, I love them playing with the wingers. We've got that absolute unit up front, Bizet, who I am convinced is the greatest lower league striker in this game. There is my man Bizet. Now this season he's been even better than last season. He scored 15 goals in 15 matches, which takes his overall record at Badalona to 47 in 52. As far as the youngsters go, so in the starting 11 at the minute we've got Goglioni, who's not only a youngster, he's now the captain of the team, making use of that leadership of 20, and he's a realist personality. We've got Pedreno, not much a youngster anymore, he's 24, but he's escalating big time. We're going to struggle to keep hold of him, I think. Osado's our central midfielder on attack. He just started to get into the team. His attributes are starting to rise. You can see the greens coming up because of the amount of game time he's got. We're excited about him. And Jessica Alba on the right hand side, he's all about his physicals. He's 6'4". He's starting to work as well. The rest of the team, the more experienced heads, they're taking these youth team on a bit, and we're doing all right, we're doing all right. Yeah, meanwhile, over the road at Barcelona, they're not having a great time. They sit in 10th. It's been an absolute nightmare. They've lost 4 matches already this season to Celta, Villarreal, Bilbao and Rayo Vallecano. Now, Lord only knows how, but Thomas Tuchel is still in a job, despite a transfer window that was quite lively. So at the very end of last season, they bought in Kingsley Coman for 62 million. They also sold Araujo to Liverpool for 118 million. 2 decisions that are pretty debatable. Then in the summer they signed Sedelia, so I'm presuming he was a replacement for Araujo. I'd take Araujo me. And they also sold on Rafinha to Porto for 23.5. So back to Badalona, we talked about what we're going to do with this team. The amount of 6-footers, I'm happy to say it started to work. Goals from corners, we are top. Same with goals from indirect free kicks, we're lying second there. But it's joint top really. Average possession's an interesting one. I didn't expect us to have that much. But look at crosses completed. We're a 6th. Cross completion percentage, we're 5th. And most importantly, headers won ratio, we are top of that with 69%. Giggity. So the young giant squad, heights down the side there, starting at 6'8" and moving on down and doing their job. They're doing their job. My worry is consistency. Will we be able to maintain this? Because there's that many youth players. And then if we get an injury to one of the main guys, a youth player comes in. So the quality is not quite there. I think we're pulling up trees at the minute to be 9th in the league. The start of the season, what we're saying, B+, B-, B, something like that. But we've had some really good news as we roll into January. And it's this, and in our position, this is absolutely vital. We've got yet another excellent intake. Pitu, I'm starting to love this guy, the head of youth development. He's done it again for us. We've got 2 defensive midfielders that have great potential, a central midfielder, 2 wingers, a striker, and a goalkeeper that looks all right. As we scroll on further down, squad players are going to be there. We've got a couple of C's. We can disregard the D's, but that top bunch, excellent intake, golden generation, come on. But that's where the good news ended, because since the FM23 update, we haven't won in 8 matches. 8. What has happened? There've been close matches, but we haven't won. Anyone else had this problem since the update? What's going on? So we're really having to work hard here, but somehow, some way, we did get a win against one of the best teams in the league, FC Andorra, to get us back into it. Now all that's meant we've dropped down the league a bit. We're sitting in 10th, but we're 6 points behind the playoffs. This is getting tougher and tougher. I was right to be cautious about that financial situation because despite being in the black for all of like 20 minutes, we're now back in the red and we're losing money all over the place. Now, big news at Barca, Tuchel has gone and they have appointed Alfred Schroeder as the new manager. The former Ajax and Bruges manager is now in again. So that's 3 managers since we've been at Badalona. You know we can't buy anyone, but Barca, man, they're off again. They're off again. They've bought Oliver Skip, of all people, from Tottenham for 27 million. They bought Mickey van der Ven from Wolfsburg for 25 and Cameron Carter-Vickers from Celtic for 32. The questionable decisions carry on because they've just sold Ferran Torres to Liverpool for 36 million. So you'll notice Eddie Edgar's up front there. That's because Bizes hardly played since the first update. He's been injured so much. It's led to our form being very up and down. We win one, we lose one, we win one, we lose two. It's a bit like that this season. What it means with 11 games to go is we're stuck in 10th in that mid-table position, but we're 8 points behind now. It's going to be super hard to get back up to the promotion challenge. We're still rocking with the 4-3-3. I'm tempted to go back to the Papa Shango tactic, but we're going to keep with the 4-3-3. We just need more consistency. And if you look down the side here, you can see the amount of youngsters I've got out on loan. We're prepping for next season already. So when we come back for the next episode, it's going to be the running, the promotion challenge. And more importantly, it's going to be the youth candidates are going to come, who we're going to sign, what they're going to look like. It's going to be youth intake day. Come on.